trying to blemish my image. Who want to smoke? 223 came with a scope, extended clip long as a rope. We wipe his nose just like he had him.
Yo, what's up everyone, this is Blue Nova and I'm here to bring you guys a new tutorial on how to get vocal quality like Nle Choppa in this song Shotta Flow. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and also hit the bell notification icon so that you're notified every time there's a new video. If you've been subscribed, stay subscribed because new tutorials are coming very soon. I do apologize for not being as consistent as I used to. I just been extremely busy for the past 2 weeks, but I'm back and I'm going to show you guys these effects. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Before, if you want to just get the entire vocal kit with my raw vocals and the effects, you can get it on bluenovabeats.com. Just go to the store, click on the vocal presets tab, and you can get the entire kit there. So what I'm going to do is turn off these effects on the master. We're going to right click and work on the lead vocal. And let's turn off all these other effects right here. So let's just start with the lead vocal and highlight and select it. Let's just do about like right here. So the first thing we're gonna do is use a compressor. Now right here you can see that the volume or the gain of the entire vocals already dropped down a little bit, but that's not gonna affect it. That's just a last minute thing. That's what I did as a last adjustment. So we'll get into that later. So the first thing we're gonna have is an arc compressor. Now the compressor is just used to make sure that our vocals are sounding very consistent in sound. So that's why we're using a compressor. So with my attack, I have it at 7.87, my release 66.2. Most of the time for my releases, I usually keep it around like 60 to 70. That's just a preference thing. And also for my ratio, I usually keep that around like 2.2, just around that range, just a little bit over 2. So with my threshold, your threshold is usually going to change depending on how loud or how low you record your vocals. So just keep in mind this threshold right here is not a strict thing that you have to have. I just dropped my threshold down to where it's hitting around the lowest parts of the vocal so that everything is being very consistent.
Yeah, I am a menace. Keep me a rat just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this, I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image. Who want to smoke? 223 came with a scope, extended clip long as a rope.
So now that you see that in here, you can see that the vocals are actually being like heavily compressed, and the threshold is just pretty much like smashing against the vocals right now, but that's fine. The next thing we're gonna do is go into an EQ. So with the EQ, we're just removing some of the low end and some of the muddiness in the vocals. So that way we're just gonna have some clarity in it. Now to get that sparkle and that shine in the vocal, you're gonna boost it around 8K. And what I did, I just boosted it up to around 6 decibels. And that's what's gonna give it that first high end clarity in the vocal. So this is what it's gonna sound like with the first EQ.
Yeah, I am a menace. Keep me a rat just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this, I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image. Who want to smoke? 223 came with a scope.
After that, we're gonna move into the next thing, which is a Parametric Eq2. Now this one is just doing a little bit more work with the vocal. We're just cleaning out some more of the low end for anything that might have passed through that wasn't taken care of in the first EQ. Aside from that, we're boosting a little bit more with this 6 band. So we're boosting a little bit in the 9K region. We're just boosting that barely by like 1.4, 1.3. So I'm gonna show you guys how it sounds like with the second one.
Yeah, I am a menace. Keep me a rat just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this, I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image.
Now after that, we're gonna move into the next thing. Now this is very important to note. If you don't have the one knob pressure plugin, then that's fine. This is something I just use as a as a preference, just to match Nle Choppa's vocals, because I noticed that it sounded like there was some type of saturation in his vocals. So that's what I went ahead and did with this. The one knob is what helped me to achieve that. And like I said, if you don't have it, then that's fine. You can still get some good quality rap vocals without it. So with the one knob, what I did is went ahead and just boosted a little bit past the 2 region, and that's basically gonna saturate the sound some more. And like I said, it just gives it that pressure. So this is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I am a menace. Keep me a rat just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this, I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image.
And make sure that it's selected on pad. So just keep all these things on mind. The next thing that we're gonna do is move into a Foodie Limiter. Now we're just using a limiter just to make the entire vocal very consistent, and we're bringing up the volume. So what you're gonna do is leave your attack and your head alone and bring your release all the way down to 0. For the ceiling, you want to drop that down to -3. -3 is usually my starting point because I usually always like to have my vocals sat at around like -3. So we're just pushing the gain up until it's just really just hitting against the ceiling.
Yeah. I am a menace. Keep me erect just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image.
Now you can see that right here, I did mention that it's at -3 in the limiter, but right here on the insert, where I just brought it down by -3 because I wanted it to match in well with the instrumental that we had. Aside from that, we're moving to the next thing, which is a de-esser stereo by Waves. And these are the settings that you do want to have. What I'm doing is just dropping my threshold down to where it's taking care of the sibilance in the vocals. So this is what it's going to sound like and look like.
Yeah. I am a menace. Keep me erect just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image.
So after that, we're going to move into using a Foodie Reverb 2. Now in Nle Choppa's vocals in this specific song, there's not a lot going on in the lead vocal, but this is what I found very suitable and just comparing, contrasting the sound. So these are the settings that you do want to have. And as far as the wet level, just running through this around like 30%. Decay time, you want to have it short. You don't want that much in rap vocals, so you want to have it like at 1.3. The damp level right here at 5.1. High cut at around 6 kilohertz. And for the low cut, we're having it straight down the middle. And just make sure the size of your room is all the way up and your bass is all the way up.
Yeah. I am a menace. Keep me erect just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image.
So after that, we're going to get into a very important part. This is something a lot of people have been asking me for, is how to get that telephone sounding effect in his ad-libs. So what we're going to do is just move into the ad-libs. And if we start from the very beginning, you're going to hear how it sounds like. So let's just mute the lead vocal. And really what's going to give you the same effects as it is the H delay stereo. So with the H delay stereo, these are the settings that you do want to have. I believe there's a preset already in here called telephone, and I probably made some adjustments to it, but you can just freeze the screen and copy these settings. But I'm going to play how it sounds like with the H delay.
Young Nova, man. Yeah. Oh. Hey. Yeah. Keep me irregular like tennis. Like I'm Dennis. I'ma finish. Blemish my image.
So hearing the ad-libs by itself is pretty funny just to hear, but aside from that, that's the settings that you do want to have to get that telephone effect. Now you can use the Parametric Eq2 and FL and just use the preset. I believe it's like telephone or radio, but this was going to give you something a little bit more accurate. Aside from that, we have a Foodie Delay 2, and that's just going to give the ad-libs a little bit more delay and bounce in the vocals. So this was going to give it a little bit more of that matching sound to the original. Aside from that, we're going to play it together with the instrumental and with the master channel. The master channel, we just have a Foodie Convolver, which cuts the entire mix at 15K. And like I said, you can get the entire folder. All the work is pretty much already done on my site on Blue Nova Beats. And like I said, there's just a brick wall EQ because I noticed the entire song is cut at 15K. Aside from that, we have a Foodie soft clipper, and that just prevents the entire mix from going past 0 decibels. So now I'm going to play the mix with everything on it.
Young Nova, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey. Yeah. I am a menace. Keep me erect just like tennis. I'm with it like I'm Dennis. I started this I'ma finish. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image. Who want to smoke? 223 king with a scope. Extended clip long as a rope. We wipe his nose.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I did in order to get the same quality as Nle Choppa. This is going to help out a lot of rappers, because I know a lot of people have been requesting for something rap oriented. So I'm hoping this helps you guys a lot. If you like the video, go ahead and thumbs up. Put in the comment section what you want to see next. If you need your song mixed and mastered, just go to bluenovabeats.com, go to the contact form on the very bottom of the page and send me a message there. And if you need any beats, then just go back to the store and check out whatever I have. I have every genre and every style. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you all on the next one.
trying to blemish my image. Who want to smoke? 223 came with a scope, extended clip long as a rope. We wipe his nose, just like he had him a cold. I knew that boy was a hoe. Pull up with a gang, you know that we bangin'. What is your set, nigga? What is you claiming? I am a beast, you cannot tame it. Don't point a finger, this could get dangerous.